Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today I'm going to show you how you can knit your own winter hat. Mostly in knit stitches, we have a couple of purl stitches at the beginning. And yeah, you can see the needles here. I used a round needle at first to get started, about 40 centimeters of length. And then after that, I used the regular ones. So I'll show you that as well when we get there. So yeah, apart from that, you're gonna need a darning needle or something to weave in, and I'll show you the wool in a second. Okay, so we have here the glow worm hen print, and we have 100 grams here and 7 to 8 millimeter hooks or needles, and then 100 grams and 110 meters. And let's see here, 54% acrylic, 30% wool, and 16% glass fiber. So in this case, the glass fiber is actually the thread that kind of glitters and glows in the dark, so it looks really good in the end. And yeah, let's get started right away. So I'm gonna start with my line on my 2 knitting needles. So I have here my 6 millimeter needles, and then this one, the line has about 45 centimeters of length. I'll start with 72 stitches. Three. I'll be back at 72. Okay, so here are all of my stitches, and now on my right needle, you're gonna see the working thread, and we're gonna start right away. So I'll be doing today 1 knit stitch, or actually 2 knit stitches and 2 purl stitches, one after the other. That way we're gonna get a nice ribbed effect later, you're gonna see. So we're doing 2 purls and 2 knits. And don't worry if the first row is a little bit challenging, that's probably the most difficult part. Okay, so now you know how to continue, and I finished the entire first round, but I am gonna do this for a couple more times just to get the lovely effect. So we're always doing 2 knits, 2 purls, and then we're just doing whole rounds. Onto the knit stitches go again knit stitches, onto the purls go new purls. Okay, so this is what we have when we do knits on top of knits and purls on top of purls. And now, as you can see, I marked this beginning here. And yeah, I really like this marker, but of course you can use whatever you have at home already. Okay, so we have the mark in there, and it's there to stay. And now I'm gonna do a row without the purls. So I'm just gonna do the knit stitches, and I'm keeping the marker inside, so I'm making sure it stays there. And this one is super easy because all you're gonna do is just knit stitches. So on top of knit stitches, you do knit stitches. On top of purl stitches, you again do knit stitches. Super easy. And I'll do this for a couple of rows, and then I'll show you what I have. But you can notice that pretty quickly. But I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'll show you how to continue from there on. So here's the little update. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4 rows total, or rounds. And yeah, you can see here the little bit different effect. So we don't have the ribs anymore. You can see those here on the bottom in the pink and the orange. And yeah, you see kind of the back side of it and then the front side of it. So yeah, that's what I mean with ribs. And then on top, we're just kind of leveling that so it's a little bit different now. And yeah, you can see already after a couple of rows more, you're going to be able to see it even better, but you can see the difference already even in the color in my case. Yeah, so this is just a little update. I'm going to show you the whole thing and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, you guys, so this is about 20 rows total. So let's measure the length. Okay, about 16 centimeters. So now we're going to start with the reductions for the top section of the hat. So I'm again where my marker is. And now what I want to do, so since I have 9 times 8 stitches in the beginning, so I need something that's divisible by 8, and I had 72. So now I'm counting 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8 we're going to do together. So that's how we're going to keep reducing. So these two I'm just going to do as if they were just one stitch. There we go. So you saw how easy that was, and now we're again going to count the 6 regular ones. So 6 regular ones, and then you do the 6 or the 7 and the 8 together. Yeah, so these are gonna keep moving upwards, the reductions, and then I'll show you what I have. Okay, so we're now at the next row. So we're gonna do this by doing 6 stitches regular, and then we're gonna again reduce. Okay, so I'm at the marker again, and now I'm gonna move it upwards again just to keep everything really clear and simple. And yeah, in the next row, I'm actually just gonna do regular knit stitches. So I'm not gonna do without reduction so that we have a nice and even section. So that way the rounding section is gonna be really nice and it's gonna look neat. Okay, you guys, so now I'm in the next round. So yeah, this is now the next reduction round. So I'm gonna do 5 regular ones, and then the 6th and the 7th I'm gonna do together as one. Okay, so here is number 6, and 6 and 7 we're doing together. So now we're going to do another row or round, I keep saying rows, another round that's going to have no reductions at all. So it's going to be just 1 stitch per every stitch you see. And then in the next round, we're again going to reduce. So that way we get a really nice rounded section, just like I said. So 1 reduction, 1 regular, 1 reduction, 1 regular round, and that's all we need to do. So yeah, I have here 3 and I need 4 and 5, and then number 6 and 7 we're gonna do together. Okay, you guys, so here we are after 2 more rounds. So I have now a total of 2 reduction rows or rounds, and now we're gonna do just the reduction. So we're not gonna do the rows or rounds without reductions. So now we're doing 4 stitches as usual, and then numbers 5 and 6 we're gonna do together. And the cool thing is you can actually see where the reduction section is kind of forming. So you can see it here kind of a little bit bulkier than the rest. And yeah, that's again where we're gonna go in and do them together. So now in the next round, I'm probably going to switch to regular needles because it's going to be much easier, but we'll see when we get there. Okay, so now after this entire round, I'm gonna switch to the needles, so the ones without the line. So yeah, I have 5 pieces total, and now I'm gonna basically just put an even number or the exact same number of stitches onto each of these 5 needles. So after this round, I finished the entire thing, and you can see the marker on here, and this entire round is done. So yeah, now what we want to do is count our stitches, and I'm actually going to have here the 36, so I do want 9 stitches per my needle. 1, 2, and 3, and now we're going to reduce right there because that's where we're at. And then one more time, we're going to count 3 and 4th and 5th we're going to do together. And one more time, one more stitch, and then I have the 9 stitches on here. So we're moving on to the next section, and we need another needle for that. And now here, you just need to remember that you already had the extra one on the last needle. So here we have just the 1 stitch, and then right there, the reduction. And then we're again doing the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are gonna go together. Or actually, no, 3 is gonna be separate, and then 4 and 5 are gonna go together. I'm a little bit ahead of where I'm at. So yeah. So you can always count, we have 7 loops on our needle, 7 stitches, and now we need 2 more for the 9. And now we can continue with the next needle. So here we're doing just the 1 and then right away the reduction. And you can pretty much see where you need to do that already, so that's also a really good sign. So we have the 1 and then the reduction because of the last needle, and it has a section of that there already. So we're again, as always in this round, doing the 3 and then numbers 4 and 5 together, regardless of where they are on which needle. So for now we have 6, we need 3 more. Okay, that was 9, and now I'm going to start here right away with the reduction because that's where we're at. And that's our last needle, so when I'm done with that one, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so you can see here all of the 36 needles we have on our 4 needles plus the working needle, of course. So I moved away the needles with the line, of course. We don't need that anymore, but we can get started with the next part of this project. So we're doing just knit stitches here with our working needle. We start where our marker is, just like always, and we're doing the 2 stitches as always, and then the 3rd and 4th are going to be reduced, and you're going to see you're going to need a lot less time for these last couple of rows that we have on top. We have now the last stitch on our needle, and then we're done with that one, and we can continue with the next one. Same thing again. first round is done, and you can see here we have now, you can even count on your hat, we have 27 total, 27 stitches, and then later we're going to have 18 and 9 left, and I'm going to do that really quick and show you. So we have just the 3 left over, and then 2, 2, and 2. And now you can see, if you take a closer look, where our reductions were. So now we're going to shorten the thread because we don't need a lot of that. And now we're going to take our darning needle or whatever you want to use for weaving in. And now we're just going to go through each of the stitches on the needle, and then you can pull the needle right out as you go in. Just make sure you don't skip any. There we go through, all needles out, and then just pull it real tight. There we go. So now we just need to weave it in at the end, and that way we're already done. So you can see the color changes in here and the kind of striped effect. You can also see the start. So it was, I'll show you all of the colors. So we had the pink and the orange here on the bottom, some gray, some lighter gray, and then again orange, pink, and the orange at the end. So that's the shape that we have. Stripes today, you can see how big this is. The wool is really good to work with, and yeah, you can see how warm this is, so it's definitely going to keep your head warm in these cold days. So yeah, I have just the 2 threads to weave in, the ending and the beginning, and that's pretty much it. So it's a really fast project, and I'll just move the camera a little bit away so that you can see the whole thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up if you did. You can also let us know in the comment section what you think and what you would like us to do next time. And yeah, thanks for watching DIY Ideas. See you next time. Bye!